That looked quite familiar. I'm sure you've had this before. I thought I'd just go through it anyway for the older vehicles among us. Maybe it might be interesting. So yeah, you go to the specialist, they give you the solution, and the solution is worse than the problem was in the first place. What I did first was replace the little gasket at the back here because I thought it was leaking from that. Thought that might solve the issue. If it's loose like this, well, we guess we got a problem. So what I'm going to try and do is replace it again. I think that kind of says a lot. It just pops right off. We can see what happened there. I think they tapped it on with a hammer. It split. Nobody saw it, and off we went. Not very cool, guys. So here we have a circlip holding the axle in. Let's try and take that off and see what happens then. We all recognize these boys, right? Little round nose pliers, literally round nose pliers. That's to try and get the circlip off. Doesn't really want to come off because you need the opposite ones, where when you close it, it opens the mouth, as it were, you know. So yeah, at least got that off. Now we need to get this off. Taking these bolts out, and there it is. Look at these bad boys. These are from Terrafirma. These are TF 5806 if I'm not mistaken, otherwise I'll correct myself. These are heavy duty drive flanges which are going to replace these ones, and the reason for that is not because I'm doing heavy duty off-roading, it's because of this. There you go. This should keep the oil in, where the other little dust cap did not. Tapered gasket. This is up to the end of 93 models, which means up to chassis number KA. I know for sure ours is a JA, so it should fit. So the easy way to do this is to pull out the axle, seat that up to there, and put the circlip back on, and put the whole thing in one go. Did you see that? Easy, man. So that's on there. Got our gasket. You can replace these if you want, or use the old ones. These are the old ones. They have a captive washer, if that's the way, like a what is it called? A pressure washer, which means it doesn't come loose. You don't need any Loctite on here. Not that Loctite's going to work with this amount of oil all around it anyway. Now the pièce de résistance. So this comes with a little washer here, which is like a little thin rubber sealer. Cover that on there. There it is, guys. Nice and clean, nice and polished. Look at this bit of bling here, man. Styling. Better. It's a lot more sturdy. This is not going to leak. I've just hand tightened it. I think that's enough. You tell me down below. So this is probably one of the easier little jobs to do on your Landy. Little repairs in quotes. It's preventative maintenance. Nothing broke. Just leaking oil everywhere. It's not very good for your own self, in your head, ecologically, everyone around you. So yeah, man, check it out. Terrafirma for the money, very cheap. 20 euros, 20 pounds, something to that effect. Literally 10 minutes, man. I think I did it the wrong way around with the circlip. Take the whole shaft out, work on a bench, put it back in, much easier. And yeah, within 20 minutes, you're styling some bling. And you know that it'll last much longer than this little piece of plastic, which probably came in a blue box. So here we are on the other side of the car. This side is actually dry. Dry as anything. Be a shame to open it up, right? But look, we're gonna have to match the other side now. That looks really bling. This is the Gotcha. So the circlip came off very easily. Brand new gasket here. Look at that, man. Brand new. There it is. So hand tight, otherwise the gasket comes out, see? So one thing you need to be aware of when you order your flanges, dry flanges from Terrafirma, because they are pretty good, is that the circumference of the older models up to 1994 models, which was the end of TDI, and the circumference of the half shafts is bigger. This is a good way to recognize it. This dust cover is for the newer models from KA onwards. It won't fit on your normal drive flange. It doesn't get that far onto there. It's smaller than this one. The difference is hardly noticeable, but you can see there, that's for the old model, that's for the new one. See how it tapers in the middle there? So you can see what the difference in size is, and that's exactly the same with these. They're not interchangeable. If you have a newer model Defender after 94, 300 TDI onwards, then you need the smaller one. So there you have it, guys. 10-minute job, 10 minutes on each side. Really happy with that. It's very simple. The hardest part is the circlip. Managed with one of these, got from a DIY store. As you saw, it's a bit of a fiddle, but it comes off once you get the hang of it. Pull the shaft out a little bit just so you can get the circlip back on, and 5 nuts, nice and tight, done. So on to the next problem, right? As usual. Guys, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Keep rolling, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. The driving member, the flange, the circumference of the half shaft.